Hello, in this lesson we are going to break down what food freedom will look like for you. So what is food freedom? Well, it is a way to rebuild your relationship with food, eating, and your body. By eliminating all food rules, diet mentality, and morality placed on food. It also allows the unconditional permission to eat all foods, especially those foods that feel good physically and mentally for you. This means that it brings more enjoyment and peace around eating. To break down food freedom, I like to think of it with an analogy of a scaffold. Food freedom sits at the top and is supported by all the beams or strategies that work for us. This can look like these strategies here. All the strategies shown here is exactly what you will gain from this course. The only way we keep food freedom stable at the top is by practicing the strategies so that they become second nature. We do this by building new neural pathways towards foods and bringing enjoyment back with eating. Your supporting strategies will be tailored to you, your lifestyle, and your health goals. One of the core steps towards food freedom is honoring your biological hunger. This hunger is a way for your body to communicate with you. The internal body signals are trying to let you know that your body needs nourishment or nutrients. What can happen with constant restriction or dieting is that it leads to losing the ability to recognize the subtle signs. Other ways we can silence our hunger is by skipping meals, allowing competing priorities to become more important, if we have a trauma history, or if we're not meeting our core needs. So hunger signals ebb and flow. They are physical feelings and sensations like mild gurgling, growling noises, lightheadedness, difficulty concentrating, uncomfortable stomach pain, irritability, feeling faint, or even headaches. Now that we know what to look out for, by increasing self-awareness of how you experience hunger can make it easier to navigate. A useful tool that I use in practice for people who are relearning what to look out for is a hunger and fullness scale. It can be useful to reconnect you with your natural signals for hunger, where you would assess how you would feel before, during, and after eating. Creating self-awareness can allow you to reach greater satisfaction and prevent overeating. As a guide, a rating between 0 and 2 would be considered as overhungry. A rating between 3 and 7 is a good time to have something to eat, and then a rating between 8 and 10 is when you may be feeling overly full. We will be practicing using this scale in the next few weeks. Now, a little bit about food. We will be exploring in-depth nutritional strategies in the later modules, so this is just to get us started. This is a reminder that all foods fit. And what does that mean? Well, all foods contain at least one of these core nutrients: water, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamin minerals, or even fiber. This means that there are no good or bad foods because all foods serve a purpose and give us nourishment. Another thing to keep in mind is that every single one of us is different, and therefore we all have different nutritional requirements. By including all foods, but especially those that you love, builds self-trust, builds positive experiences, and allows a better relationship with food. To reconnect to eating in a positive way, I'm going to use the RAVES model to build another beam in our scaffold to food freedom. For the next 2 weeks, we want to prioritize regularity. The purpose of this is to provide us with a basic structure for eating and how to develop new habits. As you would understand, disordered eating impacts the frequency, volume, quality, and process of your eating. So starting with regularity, we want to eat roughly 5 to 6 times throughout the day, and that can be tailored to your appetite and lifestyle. A good strategy that I have used in clinic can also be to align your eating with the rule of threes, where you would aim to eat 3 main meals and 3 snacks no more than 3 hours apart. And the quantity doesn't really matter in these next 2 weeks. We just want to get your body used to eating regularly. The reason for this is to stimulate metabolism and get it working properly again, improving digestive functioning by activating the muscles and digestive system, and maintaining your blood sugar levels, so to give you more energy throughout the day and reducing any large fluctuations of sugar levels in your blood. It may also decrease any binge eating episodes. So for the next 2 weeks, try to start regularly eating to improve any disordered eating behaviors, and we will build more tailored strategies upon that. Now on to one of the most valuable components of this module, finding your why. As the main character, how would you define your values? Would it be family, friends, career, your contributions to community, travel, your passions, talents, or hobbies? What do you find important? How would your best self feel around food? Would they feel at ease, happy, excited, intrigued, curious, adventurous, or appreciative? By defining these answers, this helps to give us the reasons and motivations for our strategies and empowers us to make changes. It also gives us a clear pathway to plan how to achieve food freedom for you. As the longest relationship you'll have is the one with your body, consider how you want to be living in the future. So now that you've come to the end of the first module, which is so exciting, we want to build and practice on all these skills so that we can achieve food freedom. So go back to the guidebook and start part 5. I'm excited to hear your why and how you define your best self. Thank you so much for listening to this lesson. I have activities that you can start putting into practice from this module's guidebook. And remember to please like, subscribe, or share this video with others who may find it helpful.